Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to week 3 of our solo jazz lesson doing Irem's choreography. Today, again, we're going to work on the third set of 8. So we'll do 4 more 8s today of the choreo. And so stay tuned. If you missed the other 2 weeks, they are on our Instagram TV page, and we will, we'll connect them all. We'll probably connect them by every 4 8s or so. So we'll do a set of 8s a week, and then once we've gotten 4 8s, we'll connect them all together, and then we'll continue and so on and so forth until the end of the routine.
We actually connected them last week.
Oh, we did connect them last week, so
we'll do connect them too. Every time.
Either way, we're going to go ahead and jump in. So last week, just to kind of demo the 4 8s we did last week before getting into the routine, is we did a section that started off with 2 jump charlestons and then a box step and then some shimmies, and that section looked like this. Let's just do it real quick. 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 3, 4, 5, a 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 7, 8, box step, shoot, 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 and a shimmy, 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 right? So that's where we finished last week. So we just kind of finished these shimmies, and we're going to do another classic move that we really love called the Shorty George. And so the Shorty George on its own is going to look like this. Let me just go demo it real quick. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, right? So that's just a straight Shorty George going forward. We kind of step on every beat going forward. We are going to do a slightly different rhythm when we do these. So instead of just going, straight forward the entire time, which you can do if that's all you want to do. But we add a little bit of a pause. So we go a 1, 2, 3, a 5, 6, 7, right? So there's a pause on 3 and 7 for a beat, right? To kind of give a little bit of a rhythm there. So we did break this step down in an earlier solo jazz lesson on Friday, months ago now. But if you sift back through our Instagram, you'll find it. I'll just do a really quick breakdown of the steps since it can be a little bit tricky. So it starts with a little kick, ball, change, right? And so the trick to this is that you're kind of doing a little transient step from your right to your left after the kick. So you kick with the right, you step very quickly on the right, and then you shift to your left, right? And so the idea also is the shape that we're making, right? So you see how my body is kind of making this almost sort of curve, right? Going down and around through my feet, right? So what I'm doing is I'm lifting my shoulders up as I go. Just kind of doing my arms like this. My whole body is getting into it. I'm dropping my left shoulder in the direction that my left knee is. And then when I step forward, I drop my right shoulder to get that same sort of motion, right? And it's these shoulders moving that make my hands do what they do. I'm not doing this with my elbow. I'm doing this, right? That's fine, but it's not going to be quite as cool and poppy as your typical Shorty George. So as you do this step, you're also tucking your right knee behind your left. I mean, it doesn't have to be all the way behind. That's a little tricky, but you want to tuck it behind. And so a couple of things to think about is that the closer your feet are together, it'll be a little bit more difficult to balance. It might also be a little bit difficult to get your right knee behind your left. So you can actually move your left foot quite a bit more forward. It doesn't have to be like this. It kind of looks like that from the front, but you can move your left foot out a little bit. And of course, your front foot out. It'll mean you travel a little bit farther, but that's not too bad. I mean, you can keep it really small if you feel pretty balanced, but some people feel cramped that way, so they'll step forward more and move forward more on that step. So again, the kick into it, kick, ball, change into it. Again, dropping your left shoulder, raising your right, tucking your right knee behind your left. And then you're going to do the opposite when you step forward. Tuck your left knee behind your right, drop your right shoulder, and lift your left shoulder and kind of go from there. Now, that's one styling. You could also, kind of just make it very focused on your legs and keep your up shoulders sort of, static. You have a lot of different stylings here. You can kind of choose. So, let's just all try a Shorty George going forward. Then we'll talk about that pause, and then we'll move on. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So notice how when I do it this way, my left knee's pointing out at the very end of this this 8 count, but when we do the pause version, I think it actually ends up being the same. So we do 2 pauses, but we'll see if it ends the same way. No, they end up the opposite way. So we're gonna pause on 3 for 1 beat. So we're gonna go 3, 4 before we move on to the next step, right? So it'll look like this: 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So there's this pause for 2 beats on 3 and 4, and then again on 7 before we move on to the next little bit. So let's just try it with the pauses all together. 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So
my is to wait.
Her is to wait, and it worked. So from here, we've just done our last sort of Shorty George. We're going to do kind of these fishtail applejack backs. So when you see Irem do it in her video, she kind of does these like little fishtails back. And so a full fishtail is what you're doing is you're kind of stepping down onto your foot. So we've just gone like this. We're gonna step down. We're gonna move our hips out and kind of point our butt this way. Step down to the left. Move your hips to the left. Step down to the right. Move it to your right and go from there. And they can be very big and dramatic. You can kind of move your legs out like this. You can keep them very small, right? And that's totally fine. They're kind of these mini fishtail ideas. And you could also replace this with an applejack, specifically one where you rotate back on your heels. But we're going to go with the fishtail variant because I think that's what we do in the video. And it's pretty cool. So after you've done your Shorty George, we're going to keep this small one. And so what Irem does is she puts her hand on her stomach and she kind of uses her other hand to kind of style her walk backwards. She's really good at it. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, that's the one. She does her left and right hand. She's cooler. That's how you do it. I'm terrible at it, but she makes it look great. So what we're going to do is we're just connect these 2 up. We're going to do a Shorty George 4 with that pause on 3 and on 7, and then we're going to fishtail back for 8 counts. So let's just link them up and we'll show what it looks like. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you can see we were.
I actually do like step and step and step and step. So I go 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Step and step and step and step and. So like fishtails.
Yeah.
But you can also mimic it by being like step and step and step.
Yeah, she's kind of doing like a step and collect.
It's step and collect. Yeah.
So I mean, this is.
So you can really do it like right feet with your butt, right feet with your butt, like, and then collect, but like cross. So like to your right and also a little bit behind. So like step, collect, step, collect, step, collect, step, collect. So I'm kind of cheating my way in the fishtails.
She's doing so straight from the horse's mouth, and especially when the music's fast, that may be a very good strategy.
Yeah, because it goes like da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So it's very
very fast, which is why sometimes it's good. You can also do an applejack there. So whether you do a more complete fishtail, whether you do the sort of step collect idea, or whether you do applejacks backwards, all can work here just fine.
I guess I'm the horse in this story.
It's just a phrase.
Yeah.
So we do these forward, boom, there she's galloping, boom, 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 and then step, collect, step, collect, step, collect, and you're kind of going from there. And again, you can style these going backwards, however you feel comfortable, hand on the stomach and up. It doesn't really matter which hand, whichever you feel good with. So after we've come back off these this reverse fishtail step collect idea, we're going to do these little rhythmic sort of scooches, right? And they kind of look like this. So we'll do them together. To the left first. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, God, I can't go left.
This is the Charleston move actually. So, so this is literally what we're doing. or maybe a twist move too. Is this a twist move?
It can be a twist. I call
So
them
it's
scooches.
you lift your heels up from the floor first. So it goes heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Right?
Exactly.
So
except we
first
a little
do
bit of-
this.
Yeah. So
We are going to add a melody to it as
or
well.
rhythm, but yes.
But so for like the whole gist of what we're doing is heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. This is the main idea. You can also start with toe, heel, toe, toe, heel, toe. It's easier. I think it's easier to do heel first. Please take over.
Yeah. So again, like the basic move is just kind of scooching your way over and then back for 2 sets of 8s, right? So you go 8 counts to the left, 8 counts to the right. And so if you just kind of came off these and then just went over 8 and then over 8, just like that, that would be totally fine. But if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can kind of add some pauses into it. So you get 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So you can see there's some pauses in there that kind of add a little spice to it.
So the rhythm goes like ha, 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 and ha, 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 ha.
Exactly.
So the first ones are 1, Something is going on.
Oh, wait, what's happened?
Okay.
I think we may have lost connection for a second, but we're back. Okay. So
it is ha, 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 and ha, 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 ha.
Exactly. So for the first 2 little scooches, they take up 2 counts each. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so those first 4 counts, there's 2 scooches. They each take up 2 counts, and then you do 1 on every count for the remainder of that 8 count, and then you go back the other way.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and try these just both together, both sets of 8, because they flow really nicely together. Okay. So we go left first and then right, and let's just try pausing. It's not pausing, but doing those 2 count ones into the every count ones. For both sides.
It starts at 1, right?
Starts on 1.
Okay.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I told you the wrong thing. You're going to do there is going to be a pause on 7, 8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah,
so,
correct.
I missed those.
We just fit this into the particular rhythm in the music, and it goes ha, 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 ha.
Exactly.
So, yes.
And
so there's a pause.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
We got it. And that is the full set of 8s. So if we do the whole 4 sets of 8s together, or 4 8s.
Is it though?
It is.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
So we're gonna do.
So the first one was.
Shorty George forward.
And then the.
And then the fishtail backwards.
And then
the
this
left.
one.
And then the right. So let's try linking these all up together.
Okay.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
we did it wrong.
We did it wrong. Oopsies. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Let's
Again.
We'll reverse it. We'll lay our game down. We're gonna flip it and reverse it. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. We did it right that time. So now, if you had done it that way, where you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or however you want to do those, that's totally fine. They can kind of fit the music. It doesn't. Micromusicality is a very cool thing, but if you do too much micromusicality, it feels busy or it feels almost what's the word, contrived or trite or something like that. Feels almost like too on the nose. Sometimes it's okay to be a little off because you as a dancer can be adding texture over the music as opposed to just mimicking what the music's doing. So sometimes it's cool to be like super on, right? So if there's a rhythm and you're like, yeah, I'm going to totally nail this rhythm, that's great. But you don't have to be so worried about being perfect. If you just kind of fit the general phrase and the feeling of the music, you can add to the music with a visual component or a rhythmic component as opposed to, I know Beanie's a little sleeping there, as opposed to just being on every single bit. So that should be hopefully freeing as you move forward. So if we tack this onto what we've already learned, we've got 2 sets of 8s before this, and with the little fall off the log. So let's see if we can do the whole thing.
I can totally do it.
So we're going to try, watch
And
her.
she failed.
Watch her because I'm probably going to mess this up. But we're going to start from the very top of the
Very
routine.
tippy top.
And so again, if you missed any of the classes, go back and look on Instagram TV and you will see the last 2 weeks of classes. We'll cover this material. So we're going to tack it on to the end to count. I will try to count us steady. We'll see how this goes. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Oh God!
Oh.
Again! I'm so sorry.
All right, here we go. 5,
6,
6. Wait, 1 second. Let's give everyone a chance to reset. 5,
6,
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you want to do it to music?
No, because I haven't chosen the song
Next
yet.
week.
Next week we're gonna do the music, but that is the choreo
You
so
can also
far.
demo the actual music.
We could, but I don't want to. There is a song that we're going to do this to later, and it's going to be a little quicker than the tempo we're doing it, but we'll get there. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us this week.
Thank you.
Next week, we'll move on to the next set of 4/8. It's going to be great fun. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys soon.
Next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.